These are not national controversies. These are local streetlight issues. This is local information that we're trying to get, and they're just not talking to us. They do not want to show it. Hello, everyone. I'm Uriah Kiser, publisher and founder of Potomac Local News. Thank you for joining us here on the Potomac Local channel. Whether you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, or our website, potomaclocal.com, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for supporting local journalism here in Northern Virginia. And if you want more local news from where you live in Fredericksburg, Manassas, or Woodbridge, you've come to the right place. Please like and subscribe, hit the bell notifications to be notified when we post new content, and never miss a headline. Go to our website at potomaclocal.com, sign up for our free email newsletter, and never miss a headline. I send an email newsletter out every day at 4 p.m., packed with local news you're not going to find anywhere else. It truly is the region's most comprehensive source of local news for you here in Northern Virginia. So thanks for watching and reading and your continued support. All right, folks, I want to bring you up to speed on two of these stories that we are working on as we wrap up this week. Both of them have to do with a records order, or more commonly known as FOIA, Freedom of Information Act. And what we've done, we've FOIA'd two jurisdictions in our area. Manassas Park, being a city in Prince William, just located inside the confines of Prince William County, and the town of Haymarket, also located within the confines of Prince William County. We're seeking specific records, but for different reasons. And we'll start in Manassas Park first, where just 2 weeks ago, they celebrated the opening of a $35 million parking garage. It was funded with state, regional tax dollars. And just 2 weeks after that, now it was vandalized. And this rose eyebrows, not because it was vandalized. Vandals go to parking lots or parking garages and sometimes deface property. And it's unfortunate, but it happens. But this parking garage the fact that it's not only brand new, that it's not only $35 million, but this parking lot has been advertised as the catalyst that will drive new, long sought after development in Manassas Park City, a place that has largely been skipped over when it comes to attracting new businesses and restaurants and sort of these place-making things such as theaters and walkable downtowns that other cities in Northern Virginia have seen sprout up seemingly all around Manassas Park. And the city for years told us, well, we can't have that yet until we get this new parking garage. And once we get it, that will spur new economic development. And on top of that, the city is now hoping, the city does plan and is saying that a new movie theater will open in downtown Manassas Park because of this new parking garage. It will also be used by commuters who will park at the parking garage and use the nearby Virginia Railway Express commuter rail station. So it's sort of a twofold deal. So 2 weeks after the parking garage opened, City Manager Carl Cole came to the City Council and he said that the garage had been vandalized. In his report to the City Council, he said that fire extinguishers were sprayed on cars and there were drivers inside of this parking garage just doing donuts all over the place. And so when we asked Carl Cole, the city manager, to see the photos of what happened, he downplayed it. He called it minor, says kids were just acting out. So we filed a FOIA request, a Freedom of Information Act records order, requesting to see any photos of the damage. And that could have been a matter of anything. It could have been the tire tracks that were left on the garage floor. It could have been cars spray painted with fire extinguisher, the contents of the fire extinguisher. It could have been police tape. I mean, it could have been a number of anything. We just wanted to see what happened here. The city says the garage was vandalized. We kind of wanted to see what they're working with. So the city said, no, we're not going to show you the photos. They they claimed it's an ongoing investigation. And so that is an excuse often used by law enforcement agencies if they don't want to show a record, a photo, a document. They will cite that ongoing investigation clause. Now, it's pretty common, but it is one of the most abused responses when it comes to the Freedom of Information Act law in Virginia. So our question here, it's really one of transparency. If this is a really minor event, if this is just some kids messing around in the garage, why not just show the photos? Why not give us something? Why put the barrier up and say there's nothing to see here? The public paid for this garage, right? $35 million. This garage, and we've reported on this. We've told story after story, and one of many positive stories that we've written about. I don't think anybody has covered the development in Manassas Park more so than our news organization here at Potomac Local, because we are in fact rooting for this development for downtown Manassas Park. And so they've always told us that this garage, again, was going to spur that development. So the public paid for this garage. It deserves to know what happened here. And what the condition of the garage it is now after these quote-unquote kids who were acting out, what condition they left the new $35 million garage. So the FOIA exemption, again, they exist for reasons. We get that. And so we're just wanting to know if it is minor, like they say, why not just show the records? Manassas Park says this is a symbol of progress, this parking garage, but progress needs accountability. So we encourage the city to change its mind and show us the records so we can show you, the public, who paid for this garage. Now, I have another FOIA case that we're working on. It has to do with how much elected officials get paid, and we're completely being ignored on this one. So stay where you are. I will get to that in a second. But first, I want to say thank you and welcome to all of our new members this November. We have 6 new members who went to PotomacLocal.com and have purchased a membership to access 100% of the news content that we post on PotomacLocal.com. Your membership not only keeps the lights on here in our newsroom, but it keeps the lights shining on the issues that matter most to our communities, from what's happening in your child's school to what new restaurants are opening up to, and what's happening, like us, in the garage, right? Who's vandalizing the garage and who's protecting your investments, the public investments that are being made, your money being spent, who is taking care of those. We are reporting on those, and your membership helps keep the lights shining on those important topics. So I'll start here at the most recent. Martin, Carolyn, Navir, Carl, Jean, Howard, Allison, all have joined since November 1st. And we cannot thank you enough. Your support, whether it be at the annual level of $103 or $79 for local zoned level, if you will, our locals only Prince William Manassas, or locals only Fredericksburg, Stafford, your support at whatever level you deem necessary, whatever you can afford, we certainly thank you. We appreciate it, and it goes a long way to keeping the lights on in our newsroom and us talking and covering the issues that matter most. Please become a member. Go to PotomacLocal.com and click on members at the top and sign up there. We certainly appreciate that. So now moving back over to our discussion about FOIA, now we turn our attention to Haymarket, Virginia. This is a small town in western Prince William County, and just this past month, they approved a new pay study, which will look into the amount of money that the departments had, the department heads, people who are in charge of departments such as public works, police, what have you, town administrators are being paid who work under the town administrator. Emily Karazi is and in addition to the administrators, they're also looking into how much council people are paid, or town council people. These are the people who are elected by the residents to represent them on street light government level issues, from water and sewer and the street lights. It's real, actually street light issues. I couldn't say that more clear as day. And how much? So we wanted to know, with this pay study, we want to know how much they're currently being paid, so we know how to report that to our readers, to you, who are interested in this, not only interested in this news, but pay the bills for these jurisdictions. And those of you who live in Haymarket, obviously, you are paying the bills for this. So we asked for records, current salaries for council members and department heads, and the dates and amounts of their most recent pay increase. Now, under the FOIA statute, you have 5 days to respond whether or not you can meet that requirement. The towns are required. Agencies, jurisdictions, towns, cities, counties have 5 days to respond, and up to 7 days to deliver. Or request additional time. Unfortunately, we are well beyond that 7-day period that these FOIA law requires. And so we made the request on November 4th. Here it is, 10 days later, and we have not heard anything from the town of Haymarket. They have ignored our request. And again, we are trying to get information to report to you, the taxpayer who funds these bills and pays for the town services that you're coming to expect, and who could potentially be paying more if a pay study comes out and suggests that government department heads and town council, elected town council members, should receive pay increases. So FOIA delays may seem small, but they do undermine the trust in local government. Their residents do want to trust their governments. They inherently want to think their local government is good. We know this. But when this happens, when independent agencies, independent news agencies like Potomac Local ask for documents, ask for records, and we are simply ignored, that can very well shake the public trust for a town, for any jurisdiction that has worked so hard to develop it. So we'll keep you posted on how this goes. If the town of Haymarket ever decides to get back to us, what we'll do in the event that they don't, we'll keep on that story and let you know how the pay study proceeds. And we'll keep covering the garage in Manassas Park, because as we have said, for years, we have told that this garage will be the catalyst to future growth. But if it is being vandalized, and if the city is not telling us why or how or what to what extent, do you feel comfortable parking in this new garage if there is a chance that your car could end up vandalized, sprayed with fire extinguishers, or maybe something worse? What do you think? Tell us in the comments below. Do you think that these are big deals? Do you think the city should be responding, the cities and towns and local governments? Or is this too small town news for a small town newspaper or online news organization, I should say? Is this small town news, too small town news? Let us know in the comments what you think. I read all of them. And if you have news tips, please send them to me via email, news@potomaclocal.com. Again, I read all my email that comes in and really appreciate all the news tips that we get, all the questions, all the feedback. It is always welcome. That's it for now. I'm Uriah Kiser at Potomac Local News. Have a great day.